I like to think I'm in a better position than what I used to be. All right. Correcting people like you on your shit. You know, blaggers. Blagging fuckers. Eh? Strutting about making out you know about boxing. Fucking do me a fucking favour, mate. Jesus Christ, man. Do me a favour. But it is what it is, isn't it? It is what it is. Shit chatters, people like you, Spencer. But anyway, forget about that. Forget about that. What are you shouting off about? You're some sort of gym daddy and you'll bash me up in Miguel's gym or something. What? You're talking utter shit. I put you on a billboard, right? If John Fury were going to fight Mickey Theo, right? I put you on billboard because me and you've got beef from a year ago, haven't we? And that can still be sorted. And you've got all advantages because you're ex-boxing, aren't you? All right, but we'll have it on hard road if you want, Spencer. I ain't really bothered about you. I'm not fucking training here every day for fuck all, mate. So it's up to you, mate. Just get in touch, mate. I'm not hard to get in touch. porkycorner@mail.com, Spencer. All right. Or we can get at it at Mickey Theo's gym in Essex. That's down your way, innit? You know, I'm down there every couple of months. So it's up to you, mate. But I don't really give two fucks about you, mate. I don't give you a second thought, but somebody sent me that.
Well, yeah, but the thing is we don't know this. We don't know. The thing is we might change it to a cage match or something cagey. So then Russ might have a fucking chance. Because at the minute, it's all on the boxing front. You know, if you want a proper tear up, let's put the cage rules. You know what I mean? You know, yeah. Same weight, you know, and I think it's more likely. But the thing is this again, we're fucking talking about ifs and buts because the guy's just had mouth surgery, right? And, you know, I think if you've had mouth surgery, you don't particularly want to fight anyone after that because your fucking teeth take so long to recover.
Spencer or Porky, and we have news on that. Let me just say that our lawyer has been in touch with us. The contract is being written up. It will be ready tomorrow morning. Spencer Fearon v. Porky, you will be getting the email. So Porky, step up to the plate because we're offering you a sizable amount. You probably ain't never earned this amount of money in your life. So we put up the money. Stamina for Souls put up the money. Our lawyers are going to send the contract to you for the contest. So now it's down to you. So all the time you're talking about fighting man on cobblers, Spencer explained it to me. You're talking about fighting man on cobblers and all that nonsense. We're saying no, we're professional men. So we'll swing it out in the ring. So the contract is on the way to you tomorrow and we'll wait for your response.
I'm in with him at 6 o'clock, so that needs to work out.
I'm going to have an £100 bet with you that Shane Fury smokes you.
I'll tell you what then, let's double it, right? And I bet he doesn't. And I bet I either win on decision or knockout. Go on, love. Go on.
Right, so this is what I'm going to say then. So if Shane Fury, right, knocks you out, right, or beats you on decision, yeah. I've got £200, but if you beat Shane, I'll give you £100, yeah?
No, that's alright.
Well, you can't be that confident then, can you?
You have £100, fucking I'll have two.
You want a £200 bet then, yeah?
Yeah, I'm doing 200.
I'll have a £200 bet with you then, right? That Shane Fury puts you into orbit, because you have got the heart of a breadcrumb. You've got the heart of a breadcrumb. You're a big jovial bear, rocking up with the porks, thinking you're a bad man.
Yeah, right, okay, we'll see. I'll tell you what then, right, give it a month or so, get me down Chris Smedley's gym, watch me sparring, I bet you retract that fucking bet.
Alright.
What's good, family? So mash the like button, subscribe and lick off the bell. Oh man, it's bad right now. It's bad for Team Pork right now. It's bad for Team Pink right now. Oh, they're going for it, 100%, no doubt. Yeah? Now, listen, let me give you man some of the background. So, at the start of the video, you saw a Don called Max. Now, Max is one of Porky's henchmen. And he was wheeled out, yeah? Because, for you man who don't know, 3 weeks ago, in fact 3 weeks ago, was the last time we heard from the Pork. But 3 weeks ago, a man called Porky's Corner came out and aired out Spencer Fearon, aka Spencer X, aka Don Spenny, and said, listen, he said, Spencer, I want you bad, you know where I am, you can get it on the hard road, etc, etc. A few days later, Don Spenny replies and says, Porky, we've sent you the contract. At which point, Porky's back end started flapping, yeah, and that's where you see the video I posted at the start of this video where Max was wheeled out because Porky told Max, go on, get on YouTube and shill for me. And that's where you hear Max say, oh, you know, we might get a bit, what did he say? We might make it a bit wrestling or something. Yeah, let's make it a bit mixed MMA. oh, you can't expect him to fight when he's had mouth surgery and all this kind of stuff. Yeah, Max was wheeled out to shill for the pork. Now, the reason it's ironic is because after that video where you see Max shilling for the pork, which is obviously his boss, Porky is the boss of Max, obviously. That's why he was wheeled out. Yeah? But it's ironic because a few months ago, which is the last video you saw, Porky was airing out his own man's, telling his own man's Max that, Max, you have the heart of a whopper breadcrumb. And Porky actually took a bet against his own friend Max winning the fight. For me, that is what you call a whopper. Because even if I had a genuine friend, I'd never bet against him. I'd probably, if I was a true friend and I really thought he was going to get knocked out, I'd tell him, you know what, why don't you think about reconsidering this? And this is the problem, you see. This is the problem with bandwagon and cheerleaders. Bandwagon and cheerleaders are individuals who sit on the sidelines and G it all up. But when it comes to their own events, they flap, yeah? Because Pork was good at fanning the flames for Mickey Theo and John Fury. He was good at fanning the flames of Max and, what's his name? Shane Fury. And in the middle of that, that's where he got caught up in the Spencer Fearon beef, because he saw Max and Shane getting it on, he saw John and Mickey Theo getting it on, and it was at that point, I believe, Porky clocked on that, wait a minute, Max is calling out Shane, and Shane doesn't want it. Mickey Theo's calling out John, and John doesn't want it. Oh, look, there's some easy pickings here. I can get some easy free clout points. Let me call out someone and get some clout for myself. And he started calling out Spencer X, Spencer Fearon. What he didn't know is that Spencer X, he ain't John Fury. He ain't Shane Fury. Yeah? He is rock hard for your man's, the pork. Yeah? I spoke to Spenny the other day. Don Spenny. He told me, listen, YB, I can't sleep properly. Yeah? I've had to go to the doctors and all this other stuff. Because trust me, he stayed dreaming of the pork. Yeah? Don Spenny's obsessive compulsive over getting a piece of the pink. Yeah, he loves the pink. 100%. He loves the pink. And he wants some of the pork's pink as well. 100%. He's fixing to get all inside the pink. Yeah? Of pork. Of the pork's pink, rather. That's what I'm telling you what's going on right now. And that's why this for me was a classic video, because he's talking about Max, and this is the thing, Max, I feel sorry for you, because you obviously are a whopper yourself, but nonetheless, this is what you call, in my opinion, this is a bit of a, I got the feeling it's a bit of a abusive relationship, in as much as clearly Porky has some power, or has some social, what would you call it, some social clout over Max. And that's why, I don't know, you can just tell the power imbalance is out there. Max is getting punked, essentially. Yeah? You've got the heart of a whopper breadcrumb. Because who says that to a friend? I've never said to a friend. You might tell me. Now, people can say it's banter, but I don't know. putting money up and betting against your friend and saying it to their face they're a whopper and everything else. To say them things, and oh yeah, and by the way, he goes on to say, oh, you think you're a real bad man driving around with a pork, implying as if Porky is some Italian Gambino mafiosi mob boss. Yeah, Porky, do you think you're John Gotti? Yeah, that's the way it comes across like. It comes across as if, oh, Max, you think you're hard because you're riding around with John Gotti. You think you're hard because you're driving around with a pork. You're having a laugh. Oh, who are you? Who are you? No, wait a minute. Who are you that Max would think is a hard man because he's driving around with you? That's what he said. Porky said to Max, you think you're a hard man driving around with a pork because you're driving around. That's just mad. That's a madness. That there is a madness, but that's what happens, you see, when you got whoppers. And the thing is, I've got more videos coming soon. There's quite a few people who hang out with a pork and they end up reporting that this is the kind of thing he does. Yeah, you can't hold a relationship with no one because he's too gassed off himself. Clearly he's gassed off himself. Yeah, because for Max to be a whopper, guess what? Now people have sent me videos. Oh look, Max has been knocked out. I respect Max, even though he's a whopper, even though he's in some abusive relationship with Porky. I still rate him because guess what? He's been in there. Yeah, it's all well and good talking, but to get in there and do it is another thing. So I respect him at that level. Where's Pork at? Where's your man's Pork? And that's why it's a shame that people like Max are shilling for the pork, because you've stepped up and got in there. Never mind whether you got a heart of a breadcrumb or whether you're a whopper or not. You've actually gone in and done it. Yeah? Max's back end hasn't flapped. I believe Max, getting knocked out or not, would have got in there with Shane, because he's got a history of stepping up and cracking on. Has Porky got a history of getting up, stepping up and cracking on? No, he hasn't. He's got a history of trolling George Groves, trolling George Groves' wife, etc, etc, and then running off when George Groves pulled up to the local pub they were supposed to get it on at. Yeah? Porky flapped. Again, Porky's flapping when the beef that he tried to cook, by the way, Don Spenny, Spencer X, didn't start this beef. For months, Porky rode the bandwagon, tried to make out he was a mob boss. Yeah, he was a prison shot caller mob boss. Yeah, when Spencer X went to jail for doing this, to you know what I mean? Spencer X went to jail for doing that, and oh, no proof, by the way, no proof. And that's another thing. That's another thing I am disappointed at Max with. Keep talking about allegations you got no proof of. Yeah, if you ain't got no proof, don't mention it. And it goes, and there's another thing as well. All you goofies who laugh along, oh yeah, Adam Smith's a nonce case, and all that, where the proof at? It made me laugh. In my last video, I said, if anyone's a nonce, it's your man's Porky, because he behaves like a nonce, a weasel, makes allegations with no proof. Who does that? And by the way, anyone who knows anything about prison life, you don't do that. If you ain't got the papers, you end up with a tool hanging out your chest. If you make up fake rumours on people, that's liable to get you got as well, as much as being a nonce, if that makes sense. You can't do that to someone's name unless you've got proof. So that's what I'm saying. It makes me laugh that Porky talks about how he's been in jail, he's the #1 prison boss. How does he not know that? I'll tell you how he don't know that. Because he was on the PC wing. That's where he was at. That's the only wing he was running. Yeah? The Predator wing. That's the wing he was the boss of. Because who does them kind of things? Makes allegations, no proof. Calls for beef. Back end flaps. Oh, I'm super sick, and oh, where's the proof at, people? Oh, I can't fight Spencer X because I can't fight Spencer X because I'm involved in a Hollywood medical. I can't fight Spencer X because I'm involved in a Hollywood-style script, a Hollywood drama, a Hollywood medical drama style script. Yeah? That's what your man's Porky's involved in right now. He going through it. A Hollywood-style medical drama is what your man Porky is allegedly going through right now. Oh, he on his all touch and go. And, oh, where the pictures at? Where are the pictures? Because somehow he's able to allegedly communicate how super duper sick he is and how he's flying here, he's flying to this emergency surgery. Where's the pictures at? Why can't you send a picture through? If you're able to communicate all this, where is the evidence? Oops, no evidence. It makes me laugh again. All these things, and Billy Joe Saunders lied about his eye being popped. Rightfully so. Porky demanded evidence. Where the evidence? Oops. So after slagging off your own mate, Max, about having the heart of a breadcrumb, where's your heart at? Where's it at? Where is the Pork's heart at? Spencer X wants you. Is it a coincidence? Spencer X, the only time he replies. All of a sudden, a man who is known to flap. A man who flapped when George Groves wanted him. You want me to believe that all of a sudden he's involved in a Hollywood-style medical drama? Is that what you want me to believe with no evidence? Come on, people. Come on. That's way too convenient. Yeah? Way too convenient. It sounds about right. That's what predators do. They talk a big game and then they flap. And they find a way to weasel out. Simple as that. And if I'm wrong, in fact I can't be wrong, because the only way I'll be wrong is if he comes out and says, you know what, Spencer X, let's get it on. And if that happens, I'll come out and I'll say, you know what, fair play. I was wrong. Mob boss. Russ, mob boss, prison. I'll say Porky, PC, Predator Wing, mob. Listen, at the end of the day, I'll admit it. I'll come out and I'll be honest with you, man. I'll say, listen, I'm sorry. I apologise. You man are right. Yeah? 100%. Porky was. He was running the Predator Wing. 100%. Yeah, he had that wing down pat. He ran that wing. I'm telling you now, no predators could do anything without your man Porky's authorization. He had that, trust me, he had that PC wing down pat. You best believe that. Yeah? And I'll be honest with you, I'll admit 100%. The same way, and I hope you man, who, oh YB, you haven't got no evidence, and oh, where's your evidence of Adam Smith? And where's your evidence of Spencer X? Yeah? And by the way, the character, I'm taking the character of Spencer X and Adam Booth over a weasel who runs away from obligations, who runs away, who talks a big game, and slags everyone else off, slags his own friends off, slags everyone off, but then don't have no minerals himself. Yeah? And it's about time people maintain accountability. That's what must happen. It's no good to, oh well, YB, we like Mr. Pink, so we're gonna shill for him, and we'll shill no matter what. No evidence, no proof, we're just gonna shill anyway. That can't work. Can't work at all. Yeah? So there we are. Your man's mob boss. Former missing mob boss. Yeah? Who's now, from what I'm hearing, he's trying to get his papers to go through, just to seek asylum in Turkey. Yeah, he don't want to come back. That's what he don't want. Yeah. Don Spenny ran him out of the country. That's what I'm hearing anyway. He ain't want to come back. Yeah. He retired right now. No doubt.